Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In-The-Money Stocks. Today is Thursday, January 3rd, 2013. It is the second trading day of the new year, and the markets look to be pausing today. Let's take a look at the S&P 500 E-mini futures. What you'll notice here is that the futures are trading lower by about a point and a half to around the 1455.50 level or so, give or take a quarter point here or there. Looks like we just had the ADP job report released. Looks like ADP is reporting a gain of 215,000 new jobs in the market. So that's helping the futures recover. They were down about 4 points. But after yesterday's mega rally, it's common for the markets to have a pause day or retrace a little bit. And tomorrow we'll have the big Labor Department job report, non-farm payroll report, out at 8:30 in the morning. So we'll see what today brings, but generally it's more of a subdued trading day. After yesterday's big rally, we'll see if how the market digests it and how the market fares going into today's session. One thing I want to point out this morning, the U.S. dollar index is making a decent move higher, and this is something to keep on the radar. So the dollar catching a pretty big bid. That's trading up about 37 cents at the moment. So it's going to be important to see how this dollar plays out. Right now, with the stronger dollar, you do have weaker European market out there. Looks like the DAX, the CAC 40, Milan, Italian market, FTSE MIB, and the IBEX 35, which is Spain, all are lower. Spain is actually down 1.25%. So, again, that's a decent little fall. And again, the stronger dollar is probably the culprit for that, as far as I can tell. So we'll have to watch this market closely. But generally, here in the U.S. markets, I think we're going to get more of a subdued trading session from yesterday's big gap-up rally. Even though yesterday's rally was a big one, it really happened before the market even opened. So, again, off that fiscal cliff deal. But we'll see how the market digests this fiscal cliff news. My personal opinion, I think it could be a short-lived event. Let's take a look at gold this morning. Gold is down about 10 points. So spot gold down about $10 to $1,679 an ounce. Let's take a look at the GLD. Here you'll see the GLD is selling off a little bit today, trading down to around the 162.23 level. It did close at $163.17 yesterday. So you can see it's down decently, reflecting that 10-point drop in the spot price. Again, I'm not seeing a ton of strength out here. Stronger dollar should mean that gold will be a little bit on the softer side, in my opinion. Let's take a look at oil this morning. Light sweet crude this morning is trading lower by just 26 cents. It's not that big of a deal, to $92.86 a barrel. Let's take a look at the USO, which is a good proxy for crude. And here you'll see the USO is trading at $33.79. It closed yesterday at $33.82. So kind of reflective, just down about a few pennies from yesterday's closing print. I'm not seeing a lot of upside in oil right now, especially with the stronger dollar. I would not rule out oil pulling back a little bit further. If the dollar does start to falter or it gets weak after the opening bell, then I think we could see the markets, or at least the oil market, catch a little bit of a bid. But right now, I really think the upside in oil could be somewhat limited here at these levels. So we'll take it for whatever it is, and we'll see how it plays out. Now, there are some economic data being released today, I believe, at 2 o'clock this afternoon. I think we do have the Federal Reserve's minutes from their last meeting, from the December meeting. So watch for that. That'll be at 2 p.m. Not sure how much of a mover that one's going to be. I think we also have some auto sales data that will be out later. So that, you could get some movement there as well. But I don't know how big of an effect it will have on the markets overall. Right now the markets still seem pretty giddy from the big inflation rally yesterday after the fiscal cliff. Really, it's just a Band-Aid fix. So I think the upside could be limited here for the markets as well. But we'll see. You never know how it plays out. The first week of the new year is generally a bullish week. So we'll see how it all shakes out going forward. Let's look at some stocks in the news today. I want to start with Mellanox. I don't know the news on this one, so you may want to check it out, but I don't know what the news is on this stock. But I do see this thing gapping down quite a bit this morning. I'm not sure what the news is here, but Mellanox is getting clipped Stock closed yesterday at $61.19. Now, it's been a laggard now since September. And now today it's trading down around this $50 level. Right now it's at $51.31. I think the stock does have support around 49 bucks. No, I'll make that $49.90, so say $50. And then after that, it's all the way down to around $34.85. So again, does have some support at $49.90. And then after that, it's down to $34.86. Now, one thing you want to take note of, this stock is a thin volume stock, so it always can overshoot levels. So take that into consideration. It does not have huge institutional participation. It's a very thinly traded stock. Rarely does it even trade 1 million shares a day. I know yesterday it did trade good volume, 2.5 million, but prior to that it was 600,000. So, don't make too much out of it. It is a thinly traded stock, but today it is getting clipped. Has support at $49.90, and then all the way down to $34.86. So those are the only, and at $34.86, I actually like it a lot there. If we get down there, jump all over it, I will be. Let's take a look at Biogen IDEC. Ticker symbol is BIIB. This is a big-time pharmaceutical stock, or actually, you could even call it a biotech. Right now, the stock is getting hit as well. Closed yesterday at $150. Today, it's trading at $141.25. Hard to find real good levels on this one. I think the stock does have some support down here around $138 to $140. I know that's a $2 range, and that's tough. But that's where I do see it right now. Hard to pinpoint it to the penny. You also have a big double bottom on the daily chart around 134, so there could be some support. And I also like the 129.40 level if it gets there. 129.40 if it gets down there. 132 is not bad either, but 129.40 is pretty good. If you're aggressive, 132 could be fine. But otherwise, look for 129.40. And then you'll have the double bottom low around 134. That would be a level to try. And like I said, between 140 and 138, there is some short-term support. But that one's a little tricky. If I can't figure it out to the penny, then it might be better to just leave it alone. All right, let's take a look at Dollar Tree today. We'll go with Family Dollar first, because that looks like they reported news. That stock is getting spanked. It closed at $64.04. Today it's trading at $58.60. This is below this most recent support level, so traders are going to have to be really, really cautious with this one. When I take a look at this thing, there are a couple of levels I'm looking at, and I'm going to a much, much broader time frame to see it. But one thing I'm looking at right now is you're probably looking at this $59 area, $58 area as some short-term support. But the next level I think looks pretty good, is around 56 bucks. So 56 looks decent for a quick bounce. You'll also got to be a little bit careful with this one, because this is a pretty strong gap down. So the next spot would be around $52.15. So watch those levels for Family Dollar. Again, this one could be a little tricky. Dollar Tree, I believe, is falling in sympathy. This is another dollar store, and you'll see this one trading around $38.75 at the moment. It closed at $39.90. This one, believe it or not, if it breaks down here, you're going to watch $35. That could be a decent support level. Maybe appears at 35 bucks, 34.80, 34.75. That could be a really nice little pickup level there for a bounce. If it can get down there, I'm not sure that will happen. Right now, the stock does have a little bit of short-term support, I guess around the 37.50 level. But I like this 34.80, 34.75 area. That looks like a pretty good area, in my opinion, for Dollar Tree if it does get down there. Another one I was looking at this morning was Limited Brands. I'm not even sure what the news is here, but the stock closed around $47.40. Today it's trading at $45.20. This one probably has some support around 44 bucks. So watch for support, short-term support right around the 44 level. A break of that, then we'd have to go lower. But I'm thinking if it breaks that, it could, actually get down to around 40.50, 40.25. So Right now I'm looking at $44.40. That's going to be your limited brands support level at the moment for our scalp bounds. All of these levels mentioned are just scalp levels, nothing else. They are not swing trades. They're just scalp plays. Okay, that pretty much winds it down. I think we do have weekly jobless claims number just released. Futures are basically flat now at the moment, so can't make a lot out of that. Again, coming through the holiday season, I don't know if we can make much out of all of these numbers, but in any case, we only care about the market's reaction, and that's what makes money. With that said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and I'll see you on the charts tomorrow. Take care now.